This radio program is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be inappropriate for children under the age of 13.
The following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Brother Mike back on the radio. Arizona, welcome to the program, 1010 AM Christian Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Today's Bible study, Die, Little Girls, Die. Today on Hardcore. Hey, can you call somebody and tell them the radio program's on? Got some pretty hard information for you today. You know, this is nasty. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're in Central Phoenix on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. We have 2 live services every week, Thursday and Friday nights at 7 o'clock Pacific and Arizona time. We have a live Zoom deliverance service every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. with Brother Rick and the Hardcore Ministry team, 6 o'clock Arizona time and Pacific time. If you go to the website, you'll see all of our services, seminars, and special meetings. I have a deliverance training class once a month, the 4th Saturday of the month at noon. The PayPal button's on there. You can send us another donation. If you need a receipt for your donations for 2022, send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. Send it right out to you. And if you need a religious exemption for the next virus hoax, or you need the miracle list, a step-by-step guide for healing and deliverance that works 100% of the time, just send me an email. I'll send it right out to you. Die, little girls. You just die. Die. Okay. That's all the devil wants to do. He loves girls the best because they're very impressionable. As you well know, God created human beings with only 2 sexes, male and female. And males were created significantly different than females. They're both created very differently. The souls of the two are different. The male soul and the female soul. Generally speaking, obviously not every case, generally speaking, female souls are more sensitive and emotional than male souls. Your soul is the seat of your emotions. Your spirit man is the seat of your spirituality. Your mind is the seat of your intelligence and your free will. Your conscience is the seat of your morality. Your soul is where your emotions come out of, and women have, generally speaking, not always, more sensitive souls than males. Females have more sensitive souls than males. And the devil takes advantage of it. He takes advantage of it. And as a result, females have more emotional illnesses and mental illnesses than males. Okay? Satan hates women, particularly girls, and wants them dead. John chapter 8, verse 44. Jesus told the Pharisees and the scribes and the Sadducees, "You are of your father the devil," Greek word diabolos, "and the lusts of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning." Now what's that talking about? That's talking about the beginning of his career on the planet Earth after he had been kicked out of heaven, Luke chapter 10. He murdered the entire human race by getting Adam and Eve to eat that apple and disobey God. He is a race murderer from the beginning, talking about the Garden of Eden. And he abides not in truth. Greek word histemi. He stands not in the truth. He doesn't stand for truth because there is no truth in him. He can't stand for truth because he doesn't have any to stand for. Greek word histemi. When he speaks a lie, he speaks of his own. The Greek word for of there is ek. It means out of. It comes out of him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks out of his own or out of himself. Greek word idios. He speaks out of himself, for he is a liar and the father of lies. He's a murderer and a liar. Okay? 3 days ago, the CDC came out with a 89-page report. It was pretty significant. And it was a report on teenage girls. And the research was done in 2021. And just to give you some ideas of what was in this report, obviously I'm not going to be able to go over the whole report today. 57% of teenage girls in 2021 persistently felt sad or hopeless. That was a 60% increase over the previous decade. Can you imagine that? The girls reported increases in mental health challenges, experiences of violence, suicidal thoughts, and behaviors. And the research noted that girls were far worse than boys on almost every research item. The research also said that there was even more stress among LGBTQ, ABC++ children, girls, and boys who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or questioning. Okay? Now you know that transgenderism and homosexuality is exploding in the United States. It's increasing dramatically. That's not medically or scientifically possible, but it's happening for obvious reasons. Social media is a plague and a curse on our society. It is destroying the lives of children and young teenagers. It's killing them. Social media is a plague. Computers are a plague. Okay? Recently, as you know, the financial crisis, I've been spending the last 4 years on this radio program warning everybody to get out of debt, warning everybody that the economic collapse is coming. Silicon Valley Bank crashed, and this was the bank of billionaires who love venture capital. Did you know that the executives in Silicon Valley in Northern California don't send their children to public schools? Did you know they don't send their children to private schools that use computers? Did you know that? Did you know they only send them to private schools that make them use books and write and read? Did you know that? Do you know why? Because they know that computers and social media is destroying their children's minds. And they are not going to let their kids end up like the kids they sell their computers to. They don't care about your kids, literally couldn't care less. They only care about their kids. And there's no way in the world they're going to allow their kids to use computers or get on social media and destroy their minds. That's not going to happen. The multimillionaires and the billionaires, they send their kids to private schools. You don't. You send your kid to a public school. You get them a phone that they are on all day long, destroying their mind and ruining their souls. In this research study, extreme distress for gays and trans and lesbians and bis, for obvious reasons. What nobody knows about all this is behind it are spirit beings. Satan is destroying our youth here in America. He is turning them violent, Antifa, BLM, the rest of it. He is destroying their minds using social media, computers, cell phones. And he is ruining them by allowing them to become infected with demons. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, there's a deliverance revival going on in various areas of the United States. A movie just came out on deliverance, and it is enormously possible. Why? Because the Holy Spirit is fighting back. The devil's taken over the country, And he's going to manifest his presence and try and save as many people as he possibly can. Listen to this. Nearly 1 in 3 kids in this research study seriously considered suicide. Up 60% from a decade ago. 1 in 5 experienced sexual violence in the past year. That's up 20% from 2017. 1 in 10 were forced to have sex. That was up 27% from 2019. 52% of LGBTQ++ students had recently experienced mental health issues. 22% of the kids in the survey, teenagers, attempted suicide in the last year. You imagine that? I mean, that's how bad this thing's getting. It's all based on Satan, demons. This is all caused by rejection demons that enter the child's body during childhood. It's all caused by planet spirits that enter the child's brain. They get in the frontal lobe of the brain through cell phones, computers, porn, social media, Facebook, TikTok. These spirits gain entrance to the child's brain and start to destroy their lives, particularly young girls. This is a satanic, demonic revival in the United States. The devil set this thing up perfectly, using social media, using technology. What he's got for us later, you're not going to believe. Routine deep fakes will sweep through our society. Artificial intelligence will sweep through our society. It's already here. It's already here. Artificial intelligence, machines that act like humans, that look like humans, that have emotions like humans. It's unbelievable. It's already here. Ushering in the false prophet during the tribulation. The entire country is becoming one gigantic deep fake. Friends, we have people delivered from spirits and cured of mental illnesses all the time at the Arizona Deliverance Center. Many of you have contacted me and said, Brother Mike, I've been listening to you on the radio for the last 5 years. I need to make an appointment and come in. Listen, if you're at the end of your cycle of listening to me, you've been putting it off long enough, your child needs help. We have a children's deliverance service every month for preteens. 602-636-5800. The Holy Spirit is fighting back. Revivals are breaking out, and you are going to have your own personal revival very soon.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.